Well, that's my problem in WCW with Bischoff. I didn't know anybody, man. I wasn't in any cliques. I didn't hang out with him guys. I wasn't in with the Diamond Dallas Page group. I wasn't in with any of the groups. I could have asked Hogan, hey man, could you help me out? But I'm like, man, I ain't doing that. He'd already helped Beefcake out, got Beefcake a position making 300,000 a year or whatever. And I'm like, what the heck? Just forget about it. They released me and just I didn't even worry about it. Heck with it. Go on to the next thing in life.
Yeah.
That's when I went to spent 10 years at the penitentiary. Not in the well, it was in the penitentiary, but as a corrections officer. So
could be the one man gang, just OnlyFans, or the one man gang porn service, or whatever. You'd be looking pretty good in them bikini briefs.
Yeah. That's what. Hey, when I was in the WWF, as Akeem, I did get to do that. I went to this big convention in Las Vegas where they give out a bunch of awards. So the office sent me there, and I had to accept the award for WWF Coliseum Video. They won the award for the most sports videos for that year or whatever. And I was the table that they had me sitting at was the adult table, the porno table. So all the lady porn stars were like at the table there, I was like, and one of them was like trying to talk to me. So, she was like, hey, I was told I better watch out for you. You could get pretty wild. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say to these people, man. I don't know.
Should have showed her that magic. Should have showed her that magic tongue. She knew what to do.
Yeah, right. But they had the speech all written out. Luckily, I don't have to do nothing. They had it all written out. So I went up there as the Hakeem character, and I had to do the spiel, accept the award for the WWF or whatever. Then we got to do a charity event downtown New York. Me, Boss Man, and Slick for some kind of charity event, and the grand marshal guy was Mickey Mantle. It was all big sports people,
Yeah.
Me, Boss Man, and Slick, we were in our gimmicks. Our costumes. Everybody else has got, suits on. All these big professional sports people's got their suits on. We're in our gimmicks. All the kids that are at the events, they come to us. They want pictures with us because they don't.
We're over.
Well, they don't even know who these guys are because they're not in their gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, we're standing there. Here's Big Boss Man with his. I'm here. Here's Hakeem with his big bright yellow thing on, and they all right away was attracted right to us. Everybody, So, but that was pretty cool getting to meet. You got to meet Mickey Mantle and some of them guys. But that was pretty nice. I got Jimmy Hart to sign baseball and things. Didn't get one for myself, but got one for Jimmy Hart. So they let us out and got to let us do some things. We got to do Arsenio Hall show back when he had his TV show. Me, Boss Man, and Slick went on the Arsenio Hall show.
That's awesome.
So they put us out there, was letting us do different things. So I thought that was pretty good. A lot of heels didn't get to do that.
Right. Were you getting any heat at the time for the Hakeem gimmick? You can't see him being.
No, nothing days. At all. I still don't. No, people come up to me, African American people or whatever. They think it's the greatest thing ever. They're like, man, that was the greatest I ever seen. That was great.
Oh, I thought it was awesome. I'm just thinking.
I don't believe you could actually do it today and not have some kind of repercussion.
Yeah.
Politically wise, but back in those days, man, you could do about anything you wanted to do.
Yeah.
You could, so no, there was no trouble at all.
Every wrestling angle was some kind of racism or whatever,
Yeah, exactly.
Every angle was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you could. Back then, easy, no problem. People love it now, but I don't believe you could do it now.
Right. Yep.
And get away with it. But
wow.
So that's like I said, I had a pretty fair career, over the years. I did a lot of things. Got to see a lot of places. That was one of the things. Got to all these buildings. People ask me, what was your favorite place to wrestle at? Favorite building, And they think I'm gonna say Madison Square Garden, which I don't. Madison Square Garden to me was like that place was just a dump. I didn't like it at all. But of course, I always go back to my hometown. You know, that's the easy one. Spartanburg, yeah. You're like, what? All the places you've been to, that's your favorite place?
Yeah.
What about you, Rip? Did you get to appear in Seymour back in your days? And
Oh yeah, I remember years ago I was working for Bruiser, and I talked him into doing a show in Seymour. So the last show they had there at the Armory drew 160 people with Bobby Heenan and everything. So I had a show, and we did over 700. And Bruiser didn't book himself on the card, which was like the kiss of death, right? But I think your dad was helping me with that, right?
Probably, yeah.
And then so I don't think you were born yet.
What year was it?
70s.
Yeah, it was
77.
There was the pictures I had when I'm on your shoulder.
Okay, you're on my shoulder. Okay, so but his dad helped me. He was a principal at the middle school, so everybody and the kids. We drew 700 people, and Bruiser like shit his pants. And then when I told him I was leaving to go to the Maritimes, he got all mad because I was leaving him. He says, "Oh no, I'll book you on some more shows." I said, "No, I'm out of this motherfucking place." So such was life.
So your dad was a wrestler? Mom?
No, not at all. He was a teacher, local Seymour guy. I don't know. We've talked about it before. Him and Rip just hooked up, and every time Rip would come back to Seymour, like, I don't know, once every couple years, he'd put on a show like at the Armory, and my dad would always sell the tickets and promote it and all, ran the concessions and all that kind of stuff. And
then we got to high school, and we did 3 shows in a row that did 1,000 people.
Dang.
Yeah, wow. That was good. But his dad, he was the hustler.
Yeah, well, tell him he had the ticket money and he didn't even have any tickets yet.
Oh yeah, he sold all these tickets, about $1,300 and something. He said, "You got a card yet?" He says, "I got 1,300." I said, "What?" He said, "Well, I sort of like strong-armed them to come in, and when they come into class, they got to buy a ticket." He says, "Think you can get a card?" I said, "I think so. I think we can get one." So what the hell, right?
Man, it's great. You know, Hustler, man, he's one of those that's been around forever, man. What are you talking about? He's done it all too. He's done it all.
Starting like everybody else, not knowing nothing, not being trained, and you eventually figure it out if you stick around long enough.
Yeah, if you can stick around long enough, that was the big trick. Stick around long enough.
Did you ever have any thoughts of quitting before the end? I mean, like.
Never.
No.
Not once. Never. If I wouldn't have had, health complications, I'd probably still be in the ring right now. You know, I would take a booking in a second if I was healthy to do it. You know, right. And I'm 63, so
yep.
You know,
Sting's age.
Yeah, but there's no way I could do it now. But if I was healthy and I didn't have any health issues, heck yeah, I'd be in there. You know, I'm sure you get booked all over the place nowadays. Independents are running everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so. But, you know, as just the way life, you know, they deal you those cards. Things happen to you at times. You know, luckily I was able to get into the corrections business.
Big gold and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap. And when it